Good morning, CIOs. The Internal Revenue Service, struggling to update badly out-of-date systems that were overwhelmed on tax day, is bringing in a CIO to oversee the effort. A federal bill aimed at updating the Internal Revenue Service's decades-old IT system sets out the duties and responsibilities of a new IRS Chief Information Officer, among other modernization efforts. CIO Journal's Angus Loten reports. IT systems currently are led by a CTO, who reports to the Deputy IRS Commissioner for Operations Support. Two deputy CIOs oversee IT operations and strategy. The new CIO faces a big challenge. Susan Dalbina, D-Wash, said as a former tech industry chief executive she was astounded to learn that the IRS is still using fax equipment to conduct regular business and has IT systems still running from the 1960s. Rep. Dalbina held a number of roles at Microsoft Corp. David A. Poner, Director of Information Technology Management Issues at the United States Government Accountability Office, told CIO Journal last week that federal government IT modernization efforts often are thwarted by the short tenures of agency CIOs, who serve for just 2 years on average. Like many federal agencies, he added, the IRS is struggling with aging back-end IT systems, tight budgets and pressure to offer better front-end services. Security and privacy employees watch electronic boards monitoring possible cyberattacks at the Korea Internet. Yun Dong-jin, Associated Press. North Korean hacking campaign hit 17 countries. Starting in mid-March, suspected Pyongyang-linked hackers sought to obtain sensitive information from a variety of industries, the Journal's Timothy W. Martin reports. Security firm McAfee, which released a report on the activities Wednesday, said the operation is the work of a North Korea-linked hacking operative known as Lazarus, the same group blamed for last year's WannaCry ransomware attack and the 2014 Sony Pictures hack. Yahoo's successor to pay $35 million in settlement over cyber breach. Yahoo Inc.'s response, or rather, lack of response to a 2014 hack of hundreds of millions of user accounts drew a $35 million fine from regulators Tuesday. It was the first time a public company has been penalized over its handling of a cybersecurity breach, says the WSJ's Dave Michaels. The Securities and Exchange Commission said Tuesday that the company failed to properly investigate the breach and consider whether it should be disclosed to shareholders. Yahoo sold its core internet business to Verizon Communications Inc. in 2017 for about $4.5 billion, renaming what was left as Altaba Inc. Dual head, leader of Cyber Command, NSA approved. The Senate on Tuesday confirmed U.S. Army Cyber Command Chief Lieutenant Gen. Paul Nakasone to also lead the National Security Agency, replacing retiring Navy ADM Mike Rogers. Politico has more technology news. Apple CEO Tim Cook attends the annual session of China Development Forum 2018 in Beijing, March 26, 2018. Jason Lee, Reuters. Cook to meet Trump. CEO Tim Cook's scheduled sit-down with President Trump at the White House Wednesday comes in the midst of trade tensions between the administration and China, an affair that could negatively impact Apple's business in Asia. As Bloomberg notes, much of the company's manufacturing is centered in China. The new Gmail, more smarts, more security, more clutter. Google is rolling out a redesign to the Gmail web experience, its biggest change since 2011. New features include confidential mode, where senders can set a message to be deleted after a period of time, and Smart Reply, which provides 3 guesses as to what a sender might write back in response to an email. Says WSJ Tech reviewer David Pierce, in my tests, I found the new Gmail is remarkably more powerful, with overdue productivity and security enhancements. Gartner, AI to be $1.2 trillion in 2018. The projected value marks a 70% increase from 2017, with efforts in customer-facing AI-based agents accounting for almost half the value. Another big area, according to Gartner, will be decision support and augmentation AI technology. ZDNet has more. Winklevoss Crypto Venture taps Nasdaq surveillance software. The deal between Gemini, the Bitcoin exchange founded by Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, and Nasdaq Inc. comes as regulators step up scrutiny of digital currency exchanges, the Journal's Alexander Osipovich reports. The software, called Smarts, monitors real-time market activity and raises alerts if it detects unusual trading patterns. Lightning hazards prompt Boeing to fix 787 software. Boeing Co. is enhancing software on current and future 787 jetliners to prevent electrical spikes generated by lightning storms from potentially disabling cockpit instruments, the Journal's Andy Pastor reports. The move was prompted by a 2014 incident near London's Heathrow International Airport when 3 of 5 primary cockpit displays on a United Airlines 787 Dreamliner suddenly stopped functioning after the plane was hit by lightning. Supreme Court upholds method to battle patent trolls. The system, called Inter Partes Review, was created as a response to concerns that the Patent Office had granted too many weak patents, leading to abusive patent infringement litigation, the journal's Brent Kendall reports. Apple takes a step on payment of back taxes to Ireland. The company will transfer roughly about €13 billion into a Dublin escrow account, in a step toward complying with a European Commission 2016 order to pay back taxes, the journal's Sam Schechner reports. Mapbox hires former Tesla autopilot designer. Auto designer Brennan Boblet, who helped pioneer the look of touchscreen interfaces in increasingly autonomous vehicles, is joining startup Mapbox Inc., which provides mapping and location search technology to a variety of companies including messaging app developer Snap Inc. and General Electric Co. The WSJ's Tim Higgins has more. China's startup scene seeks attractive women, the New York Times reports on a certain perk available at startups in China: female programmer motivators, hired to talk to coders and host office social events. According to Human Rights Watch, a number of the tech giants there have published ads claiming that beautiful girls work at their companies, the NYT says. Everything else you need to know: the U.S., once the leader in female directors, is lagging Europe, where mandates have forced corporations to boost the ratio of women holding board seats. WSJ global stocks fell, echoing a decline on Wall Street after the yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury yield hit 3% and industrial giants struck a cautious note for the months ahead. WSJ, a third federal judge has ruled against the Trump administration's decision to cancel an Obama-era program protecting young undocumented immigrants who came to the U.S. as children. WSJ, the Environmental Protection Agency, plans to restrict scientific research used in developing regulations, the agency said Tuesday. WSJ, the Morning Download, is edited by Tom Loftus and queues up the most important news in business technology every weekday morning. You can get the Morning Download emailed to you each weekday morning by clicking http://wsj.com/themorningdownload.